Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, guys. It is another week in the lovely United Kingdom, and with it comes a brand new car for us to go and check out. Shout out to the Australians today. This is the Holden HSV GTS, which I said was a terrible car, and I'll explain why. This is the perfect car for me, as it turns out. Anyways, before we get into that thing, Forzathon shopping, no, one of my personal favorites. If you do not know why that car is so special just yet, you gotta go check out my video on it. It is so insane. Real quick though, before we do go and unlock this car, boys, new to the AR12 store, the AR12 blackout hoodies. We only have 5 of them available in each size. AR12gaming.store. Go and check it out. Link is down below, boys. And just like that, across the line, Down Under has been completed. That's such a sick name. 3 stars across the board. And there it is, our Holden HSV GTS. Let's go. I absolutely love the Australians. Like, how insane does this thing look? It's so over the top, it's ridiculous. Never mind, apparently I can't go and open the hood on this. This car's been in a bunch of other previous Forza games. Forza Motorsport 7, for example. If you go into Forza Motorsport 7, you go into Forza Vista, you open up the doors on the car and then you close them. They'll be like glitched into the body a little bit. Just to showcase that these are copy pasted from previous Forza games. Open the doors and close the doors. And would you look at that lovely panel gap? It's either a Forza glitch or Holden build quality. With a big old V8, love it. This is Australian muscle. Oh, Holden HSV GTS from 2011. If you've seen the cars that I purchased in real life, they all sort of follow a trend, sort of, kind of. They're all kind of, on the surface, very normal cars, however, are kind of not normal cars. My Ford Raptor, it's essentially an upgraded F-150. Most people look at it and go, that's a pickup truck. Most people don't really bat an eye. My Golf R32, well, it's just a Volkswagen Golf at the end of the day, with a VR6 in it. And this is kind of the same thing. Big ol' sedan with a big ol' V8 tossed in it. Love it. And honestly, the engine isn't even the coolest part of this car. This car, I'm not even joking, is filled up with so much technology, it's not even funny. This is from 2011. Let me tell you a list of things that this car has. Got exhaust valves in it. I didn't even know that was a thing back in 2011. I'm not even joking. It has a list of racetrack maps in it. So when you rock up to the race course, it will time your laps for you. And then you can put a DVD in your disc thing and it will record all the data for you. It's not a Porsche. It's not a Lamborghini. It's not a Ferrari. It's a Holden from 2011. Why was everybody sleeping on the Holden HSVs? I will be honest, although for me personally, very, very cool car. In terms of Forza Horizon 4, a little bit lackluster. I'm sorry. Also, don't pay attention to that race. That's, second place. Let's head back to the festival. Let's check out what upgrades we can do to the Holden. I've got a couple of different ideas I want to do with this car. I know this thing already has its crazy V8, but let's see what's possible. So, LS3, 430 horsepower. What? 8.4 liter V10. Because apparently the 6.2 liter engine that was in here wasn't big enough. And even more than them, 7.2 liter V8 with 850 horsepower. I think since this is Australian muscle, I think we've got to start this off with a little bit of drag racing, which means horsepower, which means 7.2 liter V8. I kind of want to see how fast the Holden HSV will go on the drag strip. No rules. All-wheel drive. Give me some drag tires. Thank you very much. And we've got the engine spacers. That's what I'm talking about. Make the Australian boy aggressive? When health and safety goes out the windows, I present to you a Holden. Toss it on race suspension as well. Look at that stance. What? I guess this is the important one for us, though. 4,000 pounds bone stock with weight reduction, 3,200 pounds, and then upgrade the engine, get all of the horsepower possible into this thing. After all of our upgrades, 3,200 pounds, that's awesome. 1,350 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 1.3 seconds. Okay. The Holden pulls. I have a slight feeling we might need to turn this into a drift car. 9-second time is the goal. Let's go. Holden HSV, get out of first gear cleanly. Up 150 miles an hour. No way. No way. That's sub 8.5 seconds. 8.2. I think we've all been sleeping on the Holden HSV. Can I beat my own time? Come on. Nail the shifts. Hold it in first. There we go. That was a good one. Right up to that red line. I was just staring down the revs that whole time. I think that might have been a little tiny bit faster or exactly the same time. We can turn this thing into a drift car. So I want rear wheel drive. Thank you very much. Also, I've got to say goodbye to those drag tires and then give me some good old fashioned drift suspension. For those of you who don't know actually how far my love of Australian cars actually goes, I'm not even joking. I was so obsessed back in the day with the Holden Maloo, the Ute. I was actually looking up how to import cars into the country and things like that. Turns out it's not possible right now. Maybe I'll try all the way down here. 166K is my personal best. We're not going to be able to hit that in something rear-wheel drive, but we'll see what happens, I guess. 166K! Traffic everywhere. Watch out for them. I've got 1,300 horsepower. I don't want to be doing that. Not getting points for doing that. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to break 100K. Holden. Holden. What are we doing? Okay, well, turns out my drift tune's no good. Nathan suggested I try out this drift tune. It's all-wheel drive. It's built for drift adventure. Should we come down here? Should we come down to our new favorite drift zone? 129K in the Holden. Come on, Holden. Let's see what we got. Can I get over 100K? Keep it. Oh my God. What the? This thing is insane. It holds all the angle in the world. What? What? I think I might be able to get my personal best. Maximize. Maximize the lines. This car actually almost drifts too fast to be able to maximize all the points. That was insane. That was right on the limit. No! 128K! We were 1,000 off! Come on. That's better. That's better. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold in! Come on! No! It's so good! It's so good, but damn, son. I know if I put in a couple more attempts, I could 100% do it. This Holden is sick at drifting, yo. That Holden can definitely set some records, though. 100%, give that a go. That's insane. One more thing I want to do to this. Let's see what we've got. I was thinking, why don't I turn the Holden into a race car? Just see how fast it'll go. No rules, no nothing, all-wheel drive, let's go. When you're given an Australian car with a monstrous V8, it would be wrong to not turn it into a V8 supercar. I'm sorry. How insane does that look? I'm aware it's supposed to be a drift car, it's supposed to be wide body, but that looks pretty sick. Video title, Australian OP Kangaroo Race and Drift Car. V8 Supercar Edition. What do you got with the all-wheel drive? We're up against a bunch of other muscle cars. Why do I even bother racing the AI in this game anymore. I will say this thing could definitely do with some better tuning than what I've got, because right now it's very understeery and a bit floppy. Yeah, it doesn't turn. It really is a muscle car. I'm gonna send it up the inside. Does this car not have brakes? Oh, the Mustang's got the same problem. Let's go. Send it past 1,300 horsepower. Move out of the way, plebs. How is one of the AI gone? I think what I'm realizing is I'm trying to drive a boat around a race course, and it's not going very well. I may have turned the Holden into a muscle car, so much so that it doesn't go around corners anymore, but, you know, it is what it is. I think in conclusion, super, super cool car. I came in with the expectations that this thing would be garbage and a waste of time. But as it turns out, drifting, super, super good for. Drag racing, also pretty fun. And you can turn it into a V8 supercar. So not too bad at all. Well played, Mr. Holden.